2 weeks ago, a viewer named Raymond from Manitoba left a comment on my CPP video that I have not stopped thinking about. He wrote, Linda, I am 69 years old. I worked as a heavy equipment mechanic for 32 years. I receive CPP and OAS every month, and I thought that was everything I was entitled to. Last Tuesday, my son called me and asked if I was receiving all four of the government payments he had read about for seniors in 2026. I told him I was receiving two. He told me I should be receiving four. I called Service Canada the next morning and discovered he was right. Two government payments that I qualified for had never been set up on my file. Nobody had told me they existed. I had been leaving real money behind every single month for over a year. Nobody warned me. Not Service Canada, not the CRA, nobody. That comment received over 1,000 replies from seniors in British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick, all saying the same thing. They were receiving 2 or 3 government payments and had no idea there were 4 they should never be missing. Today, I am giving Raymond and every senior watching the complete picture. All 4 government payments you should never miss in 2026. Exactly what each one is, exactly who qualifies, exactly who does not, and exactly how all 4 connect to each other in ways most seniors have never had explained in one place. Before I walk you through all 4, one critical thing first. The next OAS and GIS payment date is approaching, and Service Canada will not send you a personal letter confirming whether all 4 of these payments are active on your file. Subscribe and turn on notifications right now so every time something this financially important comes up, you find out from this channel before another month passes. Where you are missing a payment, you are always entitled to receive. Now let me show you exactly which 4 payments you should never miss. These 4 payments touch CPP, OAS, GIS, and CRA administered benefits simultaneously. And the reason most seniors are missing at least one of them is not that they do not qualify. It is that the Canadian Senior Benefit System does not automatically enroll every eligible senior in every program they qualify for and does not proactively contact seniors to tell them a payment they are entitled to has never been set up on their file. According to Canada.ca and Service Canada published guidelines, several government payments available to Canadian seniors require either a separate application, a specific request, or the filing of a tax return before they can be calculated and issued. According to statistics, Canada over 6 million Canadians aged 65 and older receive some combination of government benefits, and independent analysis consistently shows that a significant portion of them are not receiving all 4 of the payments I am about to describe, despite qualifying for every one of them. The 4 payments are real, confirmed, and available right now in 2026. The first payment you should never miss is the Guaranteed Income Supplement, and while most seniors watching know GIS exists, a meaningful number of eligible seniors are either not receiving it at all or are receiving less than they are entitled to because their most recent tax return has not been filed and processed by the CRA. According to Canada.ca SGIS information pages, the GIS is a monthly non-taxable payment added to OAS for low-income seniors, and eligibility is determined entirely by your net income as reported on your most recently filed tax return. The maximum GIS for a single senior is a confirmed monthly amount per Canada.ca, while the average Canadian senior receiving GIS gets considerably less because the payment is reduced by 50 cents for every dollar of non-OAS income, including CPP. If your most recent tax return has not been filed and processed, Service Canada cannot calculate your GIS and will not issue the payment regardless of how eligible you are based on your actual income. This is the single most common reason eligible seniors are not receiving GIS. They simply have not filed a return for the most recent year, or their return has not yet been processed. Who qualifies includes Canadian residents age 65 and older who receive OAS and whose net income is below the confirmed threshold on Canada.ca. Who does not qualify includes seniors whose net income exceeds the GIS eligibility threshold even after all applicable deductions have been applied. The second payment is the Canada Carbon Rebate, which is a quarterly non-taxable payment delivered automatically through the CRA to eligible Canadians in provinces where the federal carbon pricing system applies. According to CRA's Canada Carbon Rebate information on Canada.ca, this payment is issued 4 times per year in January, April, July, and October, and is calculated entirely from your most recently filed and processed tax return. No separate application is required. No phone call is needed. But if your tax return has not been filed, the payment cannot be calculated and nothing arrives. The maximum Canada Carbon Rebate varies by province and family size and is a confirmed amount per Canada.ca, while the average single senior in an eligible province receives a quarterly amount that over the full year represents meaningful additional income on top of CPP, OAS, and GIS. The critical connection to GIS is that this payment is non-taxable and does not count as income for GIS calculation purposes, meaning receiving the full Canada Carbon Rebate does not reduce your GIS by a single dollar through the 50-cent formula. It is pure additional income with no offset anywhere in the benefit system. Who receives this includes seniors in Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland and Labrador, who have filed their most recent return. Who does not receive it includes seniors in British Columbia, Quebec, and the territories where different carbon pricing systems apply, and seniors anywhere who have not filed their return. The third payment is the GST credit, another quarterly non-taxable payment delivered automatically by the CRA to low and modest income Canadians, including seniors on fixed government income. According to CRA's GST credit pages on Canada.ca, the GST credit is issued 4 times per year and is calculated entirely from your filed tax return with no separate application required. The maximum GST credit for a single senior is a confirmed quarterly amount per Canada.ca, while the average senior receiving GIS who has properly filed their return receives close to the maximum because their net income typically falls well within the qualifying range. Here is the insider knowledge moment most seniors never hear explained anywhere else. The GST credit, like the Canada Carbon Rebate, is completely non-taxable and does not appear as income on line 23600 of your return. This means receiving the full GST credit quarterly does not reduce your GIS through the 50-cent formula at all. For seniors who are receiving GIS, the GST credit and the Canada Carbon Rebate together represent quarterly non-taxable income that stacks on top of their monthly CPP, OAS, and GIS payments without reducing any of them. Most seniors receiving GIS do not know both of these quarterly payments are available to them simultaneously and that neither one touches their GIS calculation. Canadians who work with retirement financial planners have every non-taxable income source identified and confirmed as part of annual benefit planning. Most Canadian seniors on CPP, OAS, and GIS find out about these quarterly payments only from channels like this one. Now you know before another quarter passes without them. The fourth payment is the Provincial Senior Supplement that most Canadian provinces administer on top of federal GIS, and that requires either automatic coordination or in some provinces, a separate application that most seniors never make because they assume their provincial supplement was automatically set up when their federal GIS was established. According to provincial supplement information linked through Canada.ca, most provincial senior income supplements use the same net income figure from your CRA return that your federal GIS uses, and for most seniors who qualify for GIS, the provincial supplement eligibility follows automatically. However, in several provinces, a separate annual renewal or application is required, and seniors who assume the provincial supplement is fully automatic in their province are missing a meaningful monthly payment that stacks directly on top of their federal GIS. The maximum combined federal GIS and provincial supplement for a senior at the lowest income level is meaningfully higher than federal GIS alone. While the average senior receiving both finds the provincial supplement represents a significant portion of total monthly income when added to CPP, OAS, and GIS together. Who needs to check this immediately includes every senior currently receiving federal GIS who has not specifically confirmed with their provincial government that their provincial supplement is active on their file. Who is least likely to be missing it includes seniors who have received a specific written confirmation from their provincial government that their supplement is active and current. Now, here is the connection most coverage misses completely. All four of these payments connect through the same CRA tax return filing. Your GIS cannot be calculated without a filed return. Your Canada Carbon Rebate cannot be issued without a filed return. Your GST credit cannot be calculated without a filed return. And your provincial supplement in most provinces is coordinated through the same income figure your filed return produces. This means a single unfiled tax return simultaneously stops all four payments, and a single filed and processed return simultaneously activates or renews all four. Filing your annual tax return is not just a CRA obligation. It is the one action that unlocks all four government payments you should never miss. And for seniors who have not filed because they assumed their CPP and OAS income was handled automatically, the cost of that assumption is not just a CRA issue. It is the loss of every payment on this list simultaneously. Raymond from Manitoba did not know about this four-payment connection when his son called. He knew he was receiving CPP and OAS. He did not know that two of the four payments had never been set up because his most recent return had not yet been processed at Service Canada when his GIS should have been established. Raymond filed an updated return through the CVITP program, which was free, and within 6 weeks, all four payments were active on his file. He told me the total monthly income difference between receiving two payments and receiving all four was an amount he found genuinely significant for his retirement budget. So here are 3 steps you can complete this week. Step 1, log into your CRA My account at canada.ca/en/revenue-agency and confirm your most recent tax return has been filed and a notice of assessment issued. If it has not been filed or is not yet processed, contact the CVITP Free Tax Help Program at 1-800-959-8281 immediately, because filing your return is the single action that activates or renews all four payments simultaneously. Step 2, log into your My Service Canada account at canada.ca/en/employment-social-development and confirm that GIS is active on your file and that the income figure Service Canada is using matches your net income online 23600 of your notice of assessment. If GIS is not active, despite you believing you qualify, call Service Canada at 1-800-277-9914 and ask specifically to initiate a GIS eligibility review. Step 3. Contact your provincial government's Senior Benefits Office and ask specifically whether your provincial senior supplement is active on your file or whether a separate annual renewal application is required in your province. Share this video with every person you know over 60 receiving CPP or OAS, because the seniors most likely missing one or more of these four payments are those who have never had all four explained together in one place. One important warning: scammers are calling Canadian seniors claiming that one of these four payments is waiting for them and that a processing fee or personal information is required to activate it. This is a scam. Every payment described in this video is activated through your filed tax return or through Service Canada at no fee and with no third-party involvement whatsoever. The CRA will never demand immediate payment by phone or ask for gift cards. Hang up immediately and report it to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre at 1-888-495-8501. Of these four government payments, how many are you currently receiving, and which one are you most surprised to find out you may have been missing? Drop your province in the comments because I want to understand how many Canadian seniors watching this channel today are receiving all four payments and how many are finding out right now that a filed tax return is the missing link between what they currently receive and what they are actually entitled to every single month. What we covered today is confirmed, and all four of these payments are available right now in 2026. More benefit updates are scheduled before the end of this year, and Service Canada will not send you a personal list of every payment you qualify for. Subscribe now so that information reaches you here before another payment date passes where you are receiving less than you are owed. You spent your entire working life contributing to this country. You earned every dollar of these benefits. Make sure all four payments are working for you right now. I am Canada Seniors Update, and I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself.